What is up, everyone? Lee Mustang here, coming at you this time with a guide for Super Mario Odyssey on how to get through Darker Side, the hardest and final level of the game. Now, if you're trying to 100% the game, you're going to have to get through this level. And what makes it particularly difficult is that there are no checkpoints, so everything has to be done without dying, which is easier said than done in some cases. You'll see where some of the harder segments are. You'll see what some of my strategies are for specific areas. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into it and see if we can go ahead and complete this. Alright, so first thing you're going to want to take note of is the Goombas. Alright, if you want to take on this mini boss, you can, and you'll be rewarded with the ability to have 6 hits instead of 3 hits. But that's entirely up to you. I don't need it right away, but if you feel like you need it, this is your first run, then you may want to do it. It's not too hard to complete. It's just a little bit time consuming, and I'm just trying to get through this to show you guys what to do. So, also a great area to collect coins. So once you've mastered it, even if you die a lot, you're going to collect more coins than you're going to lose. So you're going to want to build up momentum here, wait for the pulse to shoot up out of the lava, and every time Mario's body has fully swung to the right, you want to go ahead and jump. So I'm going to wait for that down there, and as soon as I anticipate it, go ahead and jump, 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 you're good. Now go ahead and grab these. Alright, so for this segment, you're going to want to long jump. If you feel like you're going to mess up, go ahead and use Cappy to give you some additional air, and trust me, you'll be fine. It's not as hard as it looks. You just want to long jump. And then, that's it. You made it. If you somehow manage to take a hit, don't worry. There is health waiting for you right over here. If you didn't take a hit, it's a great place to get a few extra coins. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to jump right up in here. All of these require a running start. So try to make sure that you are doing it. So for this segment, wait for this to intersect above you and go ahead and jump into the next one. Same concept here. I'm going to wait for the next one to finish intersecting right above me, and I'm going to make the jump, and you're good. Alright? If you somehow manage to take a hit here, don't worry, don't fret. There's still more health to be collected. And there you go. You made it through another difficult segment. Pat yourself on the back. Alright, so if you did manage to take a hit, just go ahead and swing back around here, and you'll have a heart container. And you'll be able to get some of your health back. Alright, so jump up onto here. We're going to take control of this guy, and we're going to jump, jump, jump. We're going to push this platform up, and we're going to jump. Oh, you fell, don't worry. So, oh. I'm going to go ahead and make this jump here. Alright, we're going to wait till this bottom one gets over here. We're going to go ahead and start extending upward. Keep pushing it up. And you're good. Alright, so our little multicolored friends are going to show up here. Don't worry about them too much. Push this up, and you're good. If you somehow manage to take a hit, again, don't fret. Just come right up here, hit that cushion block, and you're going to get health. Alright, so I like to get these guys a little bit away from where I'm headed so that I can have the freedom to do this. And we're good. Congratulations, you made it through another difficult section. But this is also pretty easy. You can wait for the water. If you're a little brave like I am, you can go ahead, swim through it, and then do a ground pound. This part is entirely dependent on the timing. Here I was able to do the rolling, but you might have to do the long jump, Cappy jump thing to be able to make it through there. So that part, guys, it's just going to be entirely dependent on the timing for it. In that case, I could do the rolling technique, but if not, you would have to do the long jump, Cappy jumps. Right, if you want to collect these without fail, go ahead and wait till Yoshi's hat is pretty much right on top of the coin. Once you make it to this part, just hug the left wall, and you'll be fine. And once you're between the highest point and that center area, you can go ahead and jump. Congratulations, you made it through another difficult section. Hit the P switch. Go ahead and let the path go ahead and develop a little bit in front of you, because you can technically outrun it. So definitely don't want to be falling off here because it's instant death. So as you can see, I avoid hitting those things because they're more trouble than they're worth. Okay, you can get up onto that second wall, keep running, and once you solve this guy's riddle, you'll be greeted with this. So boom, this heart will let you have 3 additional hits. If you continue to answer his questions correctly, you'll be able to get a whole ton of coins. But it's a one-time deal, that's why I can't do it again. And congratulations, you made it through another difficult segment. So here we go. We're gonna go ahead and drop off Yoshi here, because I don't like killing him. Give the Scarecrow your hat, and another platforming section will begin. So, this one's all about just kind of waiting for the right opportunity to do things. See, that has finally shown itself for me there, so I'm gonna go ahead and do it. And once that block shows up, I am good to go. Don't run all the way to the end here because, as you can see, Death was waiting for me. Once you make it to this final section, the blocks start speeding up, so you don't want to take too long. Alright, go ahead and take control of this guy, and we are going to go ahead and go through here. So avoid the mosquitoes as best you can. For the most part, they don't really get in your way. Just kind of tilt a little to the side, not too much. Try to hit the twister right through the center. If you miss any of the twisters, you're pretty done. So try to make sure that you're going right through them. Alright, and with that, you've made it. Alright, so things start getting a little tricky here. You don't have to do anything fancy, just launch yourself from one to the other. Alright. With this one, I like to kind of wait till he's headed towards the center, and then take control of him. And then, once he's more or less aligned with the center area there, boom, you're done. You made it. Alright, so we're at about the halfway point. This is where things start getting really hard. This is probably the hardest segment of this run. So, you see those walls that are along the platform I'm about to board? Enemies are going to spawn up there. Continuously, non-stop. And you're probably going to accidentally hit that switch right there in the middle, and it's going to make your life a living hell for the rest of this segment. So my advice to you is to get up on that wall and continue to do the hat spinning trick like this in order to be able to keep the enemies off of you and essentially get rid of them as soon as they spawn. Let's go ahead and show you what I mean. So again, right there, get right up on there. Start doing the hat spin technique. Try to do it right at the center so you don't accidentally hit the thing in the center of the platform. Once the platform has almost made it to the next part, you can go ahead and you're going to do the same thing. You're going to get up here and you're going to spin your hat. Okay, once you've done that, you can go ahead and make your way over here. Same concept. Go ahead and spin this to get rid of them. Don't worry too much about these guys. Okay, once the platform is kind of there though, you're gonna want to get over here. And then as soon as you feel confident enough, do a long jump, maybe a cappy jump like I did, and boom, you've made it. Alright, so here we go. This is the second hardest segment of the run, in my opinion. So you're gonna want to go ahead and use the Pecky. I'm gonna go ahead and release here though, because I didn't really get it in the center. So try as best you can for the center, and then just kind of flick yourself straight up and don't think about it. Okay, we're gonna have to do it here once again. Alright. There we go. I like to do it when it's swinging back to the right, and once I'm about here, go ahead and do it. Boom. Don't wait too long there because that platform will knock you over, and you're done. Alright, now for me, this is the hardest segment, because this is where the whole controller gets inverted and it entirely depends on what you're pressing. See, like here, I have to use up and down to move to Mario's left and right, so that can get pretty annoying, pretty tricky. Okay, so just kind of keep your cool. You don't really need to rush through this. And then once you are here, go ahead and jump up here, jump over that one, and you're gonna want to hit this, hit this, hit this one. Doesn't matter the order, you just gotta hit them all. And then go down this pipe. then congratulations. You made it through the most difficult part if you made it through this part. Alright, so here's all you have to do at this point. You're going to jump through the Bowser painting. You're going to be doing a Bowser section. Alright, so this first part is pretty straightforward. Just beat up the walls. And then you see you'll be greeted to these holes that are going to be shooting out rocks at you. Kinda time your slash with Bowser so that you don't get hit. If you did take any hits up until this point, you will recover, so don't worry. You're going to have 6 full hits. Alright, so this is probably the hardest part of the Bowser segment. You're going to want to occasionally turn around and deal with this. Don't get greedy. As long as you do one at a time, you should be fine. Alright, so go ahead and start destroying this so that you can start getting through. Again, remember, it's all about timing your slashes. And if you made it through all of this, you're in the final stretch. And the final stretch is so ridiculously easy that you can't really possibly mess this up. So we're going to go ahead and climb all the way up here. As you can see, nothing. Don't get freaked out, there's going to be anything complicated. All you have to do is make it through this. Right? Just kind of look ahead and see where the path is going. And you only really have to do that so that you don't waste a lot of time. And you might have noticed what that was spelling, but if you didn't, they gave you this little scarecrow over here so that you can read it. Boom. Go ahead and hop on the scarecrow, get your hat back. Let's get into the pipe. Alright. And here we go. Boom. All you gotta do is climb up there now. Easy, simple. You've essentially completed this. If it's your first time doing it, it'll say, like, Long Journey's End up there, I believe. And all you've got to do is just use the frog to climb up. And that's it. If it is your first time, Cappy is going to be talking to you. He's going to be, like, saying things like, "Wow, I can't believe we've made it this far." It's pretty nice. It's pretty touching. Right. You can give the frog one last kick. And then all you've got to do is climb. I'm going to shake the controller so that I can climb a little faster. And there you go. Congratulations, guys. You have just completed Darker Side, the hardest level in Super Mario Odyssey, and hopefully brings you one step closer to completing the game 100% if that is your goal. Long Journey's End complete. So, if you found this video useful, give it a go ahead and give it a like. Give it a thumbs up, in other words. And if you like my content in general, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Click the little bell icon to be in the know. And let me know what you think in the comments. And I'll see you in my next video. Until then, guys, take care.